Welcome back, everybody. We are coming to you live from a video on X. I have no idea what it is. All I see is President Trump and a bunch of other people sitting at a table. So
I'll give you the fast haps on it, and then I'm going to let it rip. So I am reading the information for you so you understand what you're about to watch. It's about a 4-minute long video, and then we'll wrap it up after that. So important content coming up, and this is what it's about. On Wednesday, October 8th, yesterday, President Trump hosted a White House roundtable with conservative social media influencers to discuss Antifa. Secretary of State Rubio was there. I wanted to see who all was there. So let me scroll here. The administration officials that were there were the Secretary of State Rubio, Attorney General Pam Bondi, FBI Director as well. And the influencers that are there. Now, when we say influencers, these aren't the people that get on and talk about stupid crap. These are the people that are on the front lines in the country. They had an iPhone. They went out starting in maybe 2017. They saw that so much was not being reported on in this country that one by one, these people went out and said, you know what? I've got a phone. And I'm going to go to these places and I'm going to start recording because the American people need to know what's going on. They're being lied to and this stuff's being omitted. So people in North Dakota have no idea what's happening in Oregon because the NBC Nightly News no longer tells me. CNN no longer tells me. So these people
I was having to watch
their
the Portland
lives.
riots last night on a live YouTube stream because they don't tell you what's actually happening in Portland.
They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. So these are the people that have been grinding on the front lines for almost a decade, watching what's happening. Somebody that I'm missing here is Andy No. I wish he were there. I wish Ben Berquam would have been there, but they, I'm sure, are embedded still doing work. Those are two big names that have kept me in the loop on what's been going on. I'm gonna show you Savannah Hernandez right now. I followed her when she was just Sav Says, S-A-V. I don't know if you remember, because I showed you Sav Says years ago. And I watched this little gal that looked to be early 20s getting into the middle of everything, and she was asking questions. She was in the thick of it. And then Charlie Kirk ended up seeing her stuff, and he created a channel, a movement, part of TPUSA called Frontlines. So on YouTube, you can see anything that in the upper right of the video says Frontlines on it. That's powered by TPUSA. He said, you know what, Savannah? Let me hire you. You keep doing what you're doing, and I'm going to get your message out to everybody.
Bo Diddle's also one of them. He is part of the Frontlines TPUSA.
So these are people that are on the ground and have been watching it with their own eyes. So the propaganda isn't going to work on them. And they speak raw about what's happening. And this is the first roundtable that the president has gathered these people. And I'm going to tell you, he's got Cam Higbee.
I love Cam Higbee.
Learn these names. Write them down. Get a piece of paper and pen. Get your phone out. Whatever. Write these down and start following these people on YouTube because this is where we find out the truth. Jonathan Cho. Oh, he's great. Choe. He is out in the middle of everything out in Seattle. And when you watch his stuff, Andy No was there. You'll die. You'll die watching his stuff. Andy No. N-G-O. Andy No. He's the first one that I watched with everything with Antifa. And that was back in 2020 is when I found Andy No. And he writes for the Post Millennial as well. I believe he's been picked up there. But he's been beaten up. Oh my gosh. I've seen him in the ER more than once. Katie Davis Court. It looks like Davis and Court. James Klug. Love this guy.
I've been watching him for years.
K-L-U-G. He has such a presence of humility and kindness. And he is based out in the LA area. and he's guy on the street in LA area. Savannah Hernandez, she goes wherever it's hot. This gal is a spitfire. Nick Shirley, man, this guy's gotten himself in a few places. He goes into the Detroit area, he goes into Memphis, he goes down into Atlanta. Brandy Cruz, Kruse, and Julio Rosas, Rojas. So these are the people that truly are boots on the ground in the thick of it across the nation that were gathered and brought to this round table yesterday. And I'm just going to bring you Savannah here, but I do want to bring more of the people and what they talked about, but we're just going to give you one little 4.5-minute bite from Savannah Hernandez, and then we'll wrap it up.
The only question nobody can answer is why. Why are they doing this? They're like insurrectionists. They're terrible people. But you really wonder why. Why are they doing it? What are they gaining other than they're obviously paid? They're paid a lot of money. Go ahead, please.
Mr. President, if I can answer that question, the reason why they're doing it is because the same media that's sitting in this room with us has declared all of us at this table Nazis and fascists, and they've been doing this for years. This is why Antifa feels emboldened to attack us. Now, almost every single person at this table has been threatened with a steel bat. We've been assaulted, we've been harassed, we've been threatened, and that is in huge part due to the media. So my message right now is for you guys. Because 2 years ago, back in 2020, by the way, I was censored for my reporting on Antifa here in Washington, D.C. You were talking about how safe it is now, Mr. President. It wasn't so safe back then. Back in 2020, I watched as a father was being mobbed and surrounded by Antifa members as his terrified, crying children looked on and the police here did nothing. I watched as a woman had her hair violently ripped out of her skull simply for waving an American flag on the streets of Washington, D.C. And by the way, if you guys try to go and find any of this footage, you won't find any of it because Twitter deleted all of it because our president shared my reporting and they deleted my entire account immediately after.
The guy to her right isn't Nick Shirley, it's Cam Higbee.
To her right?
When you're looking at her to the right.
Yeah, no, when you're looking at her to the left is Nick Shirley.
Yes.
Her right.
Her right, you're right.
Yeah, her right. It's like, no, that's Nick Shirley. I know Nick Shirley. I watch him.
Her left is Cam Higbee.
Yes.
And you're looking at it to her right is Cam Higbee.
And as you listen to her, what she just said is, you're not going to see this stuff I tell you about, so they're going to call you a liar. Really? I don't see it. I search for it. It's been taken. It's been removed.
They bury it.
So that you can't see it. But you know what? She still has the footage. The footage is still out there. It's just being stopped. It's not allowed anymore.
It doesn't fit the narrative.
That's why when Elon bought X Twitter for $44 billion, that truly is what saved America. And if you all don't understand why I say that, then you are really behind the times. You are really behind the times, and you need to get back up to speed, because everything that was happening, it didn't matter how many of these people got how many videos that they were putting out on Twitter. It was being memory hold and taken down, and then before you know it,
anywhere, not even just Twitter,
Savannah kept putting it up, and then they would just keep taking it down until finally they were sick of Savannah and said, sorry, you're banned from X. You can never be on there again.
Twitter.
She tried to go on as somebody else, banned. Somebody else, banned.
It's the same thing they do to you on TikTok all the time.
Yeah, I've been banned 3 times on TikTok already. I need to have another one now.
Literally, she doesn't say anything in these videos.
No.
She just takes video of other things that she's watching, posts snippets of it on TikTok, and she gets banned. It's against community guidelines somehow.
They don't want the TikTok people knowing what's happening.
Oh, but watching someone die live in front of you isn't
exactly
against the community guidelines.
So the stuff that's on X that I think that the twits on TikTok that and they know nothing. They just go on there and watch idiots be boys pretending to be girls. It's like, okay, let's
confused dummies.
Let's infuse some truth here. Let's go ahead and have a little 1.5-minute video just of me filming with my camera on my Twitter or on my X, and then bringing it over there. I don't add words. I don't add narrative. I add nothing. Banned, because they don't. And you know what? When I get banned? When I talk about the CCP.
Yep.
When I talk about China in the United States. Banned. Don't want anybody to know about that. That means that I'm over the target. That means that what I'm trying to put out there is real, and they need to shut me up.
And you had a lot of followers every time that you had.
I had over. Every time I would put a new one up, I would have over 1,000 followers within 4 days, because it's just that they wanted it and they needed to shut me down because I could go live real quick. You have to have 1,000 to go live. And a lot of people try a long time to try to get 1,000 followers. I accrued 1,000 followers within 4 days every time, because what I was putting up was something that was going, what? And then bang, follow. They wanted to see what else I was going to put up. So they had to shut me up. But now that I see that TikTok has changed hands, and now it's in a bunch of Israelis' hands, maybe they'll let me talk about the CCP.
Yeah, but then you can't talk about Israel.
Which I'm not even going to talk about that. Because I do want to talk about CCP.
Yeah.
So this is what these guys have been dealing with and fighting through for years. These people have. And I respect every one of these young people. These are the fighters, man. When I see all of these guys, when I watched Nick Sorter went on the ground in Lahaina, and he went where they didn't want anybody to go. Mm-hmm. And so Nick was just by himself, just showing you stuff and how it burned. Just showing you. And there was so much sus there. It's not even funny. Then this guy came up, approaching him. Did you see this one of him?
I think so.
Scared the crap out of me, because I have a feeling that if Nick had not been filming,
they'd have taken him out.
They would have taken him out, because the person that came up behind him was going to take him out. And only him being live at that time saved him. And he stayed live until he got out of there, and then he left Lahaina because he knew that there was a hit out after him. So these people have risked their lives. These are the patriots. These are the revolutionary patriots of our time. I think of Sam Adams. I think of John Adams, and that's Cam Higby, Nick Sorter, Savannah Hernandez, Andy No. It's Bo Diddle, man. Yeah. Bo Diddle goes
in the middle
into
of evil often.
So these are the people.
And even though she's not affiliated with Turning Point, another one that's really good is Liberty Hangout.
Yes.
She is fantastic.
Yep.
Caitlin Bennett is her name.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a wonderful story. She used to be an atheist. She met a Catholic man and converted to Catholicism. So she has a really good backstory as well. She understands both sides, which I think is really a cool point for her too, because she can understand both sides and she really knows how to ask questions. And it's funny because, like we always see, they can never defend anything they're saying, ever.
and Ben Berquam was the guy that went into the Darien Gap, where it's at the very bottom of Mexico, and then they work their way up all the way through Mexico to our border. He did that on foot twice. And everything that we needed to know in between, Ben Berquam covered it. And I'm not even going to talk to you about all of that, but what he brought to us was phenomenal.
Yep.
And he was boots on the ground, doing the Darien Gap himself.
I mean, one of these ladies is sitting at the table, and I believe it's the woman, I'll put my cursor over her right here. She's got a black eye right now.
Yep.
Because she was assaulted.
The mainstream media is trying to say she's faking and that's AI, and she really didn't get hurt.
Even though she's got video of it happening.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of it, she chased down her assaulter on foot with police officers,
and the police did nothing.
There's the person that assaulted me.
Mm-hmm.
Can you arrest them now? And they would not arrest the person.
So this is real, and this is what the streets are happening.
Too. I don't think she talks about it in this video, but she does talk about it in another video in this setting.
And we'll bring it to you. We want to make aware to you the boots on the ground that tell us what's happening in America. You are being lied to every day on NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC. Fox. Let's throw Fox in there. I believe that there are 3 people on Fox that I trust. The rest I don't.
Yep.
Newsmax. I do like Newsmax. Newsmax does bring this stuff to you. So we'll go ahead and get back into this. Just listen closely to what she says.
All right, here we go.
So now, if you want to know what happened in 2020, all you're going to see is the media headlines that said that it was fiery but mostly peaceful. Thanks for that one, CNN. The reality is that it was an extremely violent period of time, and for the last 10 years, Antifa has been wreaking havoc on law-abiding and innocent American citizens, and it needs to end. Now, I'm with Turning Point USA. It's an honor to be here, Mr. President. Thank you guys so much, everybody in the administration, for giving us a seat at the table, because the media has not only been demonizing us for so long, but immediately after the brutal assassination of our founder, Charlie Kirk, our Turning Point USA chapters have seen an uptick in violence across the nation as Antifa chapters that are embedded in our universities go and target them. It's been extremely difficult to report on the ground, and for a long time I was afraid to go to Portland because I knew that the only people who would have my back, like Julio said, were one of my friends on the ground because there is no police force there. I was terrified to go because I knew if I got shot or stabbed, and I have been assaulted, I've been mobbed and robbed in Austin, Texas by Antifa, that nobody would come to help me.
Pause it.
So my plea to the...
You need to hear that. Nobody will help me. If I go there and I get assaulted, nobody will help me. Nobody will be arrested. The police will not come to her aid. And that's another way that they kept the truth from you. They made it too terrifying for anybody to even go there to show you the truth. And she is now telling the president this. And she's going to go straight to the Department of Justice. She's going to call the Department of Justice out and say, do something about this.
It's crazy to me that Portland doesn't have police.
Oh, they do. They just don't do anything.
They just don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
They may as well just be in a Halloween costume at this point.
Well, they do something. They arrested Nick Sorter 4 days ago.
Yeah. Really helpful.
Arrested the guy there covering it, not the people that assaulted him.
And they
arrested
arrested him,
as
well.
And he did jail time for it. Are you kidding me?
It's just sick.
And this is the truth. We're bringing you the truth. Share it with everybody.
Entire administration, especially to the DOJ, is every single radical left-winger who was in front of the ICE facility in Chicago, in New York, in Portland. Please make sure that you use the full force of the law to come after each and every single one of them, because it is us being soft on left-wing violence that has fomented all of the terror that we have seen in this country, and it is the left wing getting away time and time again with assaulting law-abiding American citizens that has led us to this place. So truly, to the Americans that I speak to on the ground, they feel completely abandoned by their state and local government. So please step in. You have Americans begging for the National Guard, and to the media over here, please report on the truth. Please do your jobs. I'm an American citizen. Everybody at this table simply views ourselves as American citizens who have an iPhone and the will to actually tell the truth. So please take your job seriously and tell the truth to the American people. And thank you for letting me be here on behalf of Charlie to continue his legacy of cleaning up the country. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Wow,
you feel very strongly.
When I look at Savannah, I think about the reporters that were in Vietnam that were taking incoming with our troops to report what was happening. That's her. She has a heart of gold and she has nerves of steel. This gal should be winning every reporting award known to man, but she will never be recognized.
No, I don't want to say that, because this is a huge step.
True.
In showing their journalism for what true journalism is.
Yes.
It's just showing the truth, unfiltered by bias.
No narratives. No biases.
This is video of exactly what's going on.
Yep.
There is no political this way, that way. People are just beating each other in the streets and starting stuff on fire. Here's your proof. That's all it is.
The end.
And I want to believe, and maybe I'm a little too rose-colored glasses, but I would like to believe that at some point our administration will recognize them for
their bravery,
and for true reporting and for the hopeful revival of true journalism and reporting.
Amen.
That's what
Amen.
I pray for.
So I hope that you like this content. I hope that you share it with everybody. And if you like it, we'll bring some more.
Absolutely.
Because this stuff is being shown on X. And I know that you all don't get a chance to see it unless you are out getting your news on X where Elon is allowing it. So we bring it from there to here, hoping that YouTube allows us to continue to report on it.
So good. Looks like we have like 30 seconds left in this video. So we'll finish it up and...
I'm mad. I got beat up so many times, Mr. President. My friends have gotten beaten up, and I want to cry right now from happiness because we have been completely ignored for so long. For almost 10 years, we've been getting assaulted on the streets. I have watched children cry as their parents have been attacked on the streets. That should not be happening at our nation's capital. So please, again, the DOJ, please utilize the full force and go after each and every single one of these people.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Great job. Impassioned.
There it is. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Get this out. Get this out to everybody that you care about. We need to wake people up. They need to know what's going on in our country.
It's important that we do our part to continue sharing this information with everyone. Because it's one thing for these people to risk their lives to gather the information and the video. It's another thing for us to support that and share it,
amplify it,
and
highlight
make
it.
Sure that the truth is being shown instead of buried.
Even when we're in the middle of doing our rummage sale stuff and look homeless, we still come.
Yeah,
we still come to bring it to you.
And it's Mom's birthday today. We're still videoing.
So yeah, make sure you boost this and get it out to everybody. That's what we need to do.
Absolutely.
Share. And until tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.